This is Virgil Dickerson. He's the founder of Suburban Home Records. He's given me a tour of their office and warehouse. Suburban Home puts out records for artists like Drag the River, Tim Barry, and Austin Lucas.
Music's always been a huge part of my life. In high school, every week I'd go to the record store and buy the new hip-hop cassette. It wasn't until I went to college that I met a bunch of guys who, turned me on to punk rock and ska, and they took me to some of my first shows. All right, so old record store trick. Basically, I was a total pop punker and had no ears for any other music until Drag the River put out Hobo's demos. I listened to it, I wore it out basically, and that was the first time I said, wow, this is country music, but it doesn't suck. This is, I gotta show you, we're big beer fans, so we always...
Virgil started Suburban Home while he was still in college. The first record he released was a 7-inch for a local band called the Fairlanes. After he graduated, Virgil, like a lot of people, wasn't sure what he wanted to do.
I got a molecular biology degree. I worked in a lab for a year. I hated every minute of my life. And that whole time, I was just trying to figure out how I could keep doing and being involved with music. So I decided to refocus all my energy on the label.
Suburban Home began releasing records for bands that Virgil liked. That was the only criteria. At first, that meant most Suburban Home records were punk rock. But then Virgil signed Drag the River, the band that had opened his ears to country. I've been praying for forgiveness. And the label's roster quickly filled up with other country or folk artists.
Basically, that snowballed into us where we're at right now, which, we're still putting out punk rock, but I think definitely our focus is Americana, folk, and alt country. Over the last 14 years, things have changed a lot.
Please consider where I've been.